Yes, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again. It's a pleasure to have each and every one of us here today. Welcome to BMI Promotion Platform, where we promote the restoration of Biafra through music. I'm your humble host, Smile Amuzie, Abiriba Tupac. And today I have, it's a privilege to have a wonderful activist and then also a great personality that have been also advocating for the freedom of all mankind and also for the freedom of Biafra. And it's my pleasure today. I know she's a musician, and then I don't need to be the one to even introduce her. I would rather prefer to just give her the platform so that she will introduce herself. But one thing I know, that she's a musician, and she's a great somebody, and she's a great activist. So my people, without wasting much time, she's still the one that releasing a song. I think the title of that song is Dalo Mazenamde Kano. I'm not sure, but some of you that knows the song, yes, let us welcome her first, and then we pick it up from there. So my dear, you are highly welcome.
Hello everyone, thank you for the lovely introduction. My name is Miss Sabi. I come from Poland. I'm a rap artist and also an activist, and I'm absolutely in love with Biafra and with Biafrans, and I'm so glad to be here, and I'm very happy to be a part, of the movement. Definitely, yes.
Wow. Yes, that is a wonderful, that is wonderful one, that is wonderful one, great one, my people. And today, without wasting much time, one of the things is when I saw the song, that, the greatest song, Dalo Mazenamde Kano, and that it was like, wow, Biafra music industry, we must get to know this a great activist that, let me say that, looking at her stature, looking at her, you will see that she's not, we might say that she's not born in Biafra, let me say so, but I don't know. So in this conversation, we're going to find out everything. So, my dear, one of the things is about that song. Let's start from the song, Dalo Mazenamde. I hope that is the real title of that song, Dalo Mazenamde Kano.
I mean, I just named it officially as Mazenamde Kano.
Okay.
And then I put in back to Mazenamde Kano, but we can just call it Mazenamde Kano song, yeah. Okay.
This is just a Mazenamde Kano song. Then another thing that is very, very wonderful is that, please, we are so inquisitive, and the fans are also inquisitive, and they will be glad to know more about you before we go on in this interview. Please take the platform now and tell us more about a little more about you, because it's very interesting for one to know whom what is dealing with.
Okay, well, I don't know where to start. There's a lot of things I could tell you about myself, both good and bad.
Find a place and start from somewhere.
Well, I guess what you have to know right now, the most important info on me, basic information is my name is Katarzyna, but my friends call me Kate or Lily. My stage name is Miss Sabi. I love rap music, I love Afrobeat music, and I consider myself to be a rap artist. Apart from that, apparently I'm an activist, now I can say now that I'm an activist. This is how also people see me, and I'm very happy to be an activist, and that this is how people also see me, like that. And apart from that, I'm a student, so I'm trying to put all of these things together and make things happen.
So studying at the same time, doing music, and also at the same time working as an activist. Okay, that is wonderful. And then, you know, and someone is asking me, are you a German? Someone is asking.
No, I'm from Poland, but I used to learn German, aber ich habe alles vergessen.
Ah, that's aber good. That's aber good. That is wunderschön. You know.
Ja, aber ich habe alles vergessen.
Yeah. You know, ich bin der.
Ein bisschen.
Yeah, ich bin der schwarze Bruder of Bundeskanzlerin, you know, so I'm the black brother of Angela Merkel, our chancellor. That is wonderful. So another thing that we would like to know is, you know, it's very, very interesting to just see how you were just, and you know, talking about Biafra, talking about freedom, talking about, and so it's very, very interesting to me. And then I would really like to know, you know, as a natural person, how do you come about, how do you become the passion of, you know, raising loud your voice and stretching forth your hand to reach people that really need your help? I mean, as an activist, yes, or as a freedom fighter, as a lover of freedom, yes.
Yes, so, you know, regarding Biafra, it all happened gradually. But since I remember, I always loved freedom, and I've been always a big rebel. And when anybody in the past, you know, even when I was a kid or when I was a teenager, when someone tried to suppress my freedom, and basically just tell me what I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to do.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like that. So I've been always preaching for freedom, and I've been just trying to live my entire life as a free person, you know, and I've been always very sensitive to, maybe I wouldn't say injustice, because, you know, the entire world is one big injustice.
So you have been allergic to injustice. You're allergic to injustice.
So, you know, people suffering and people being oppressed. I've been always against that, and I've been always very sensitive, particularly about that, because I really truly believe in freedom. I think this is very important for people, you know, to be able to live to their potential to the fullest. Okay. And that's freedom is.
Then another, yes. Well, without a wizard, I want to know, sir, have you been to Africa before? Have you been to Biafra land before?
Yes, that's what everyone is wondering. To be honest with you, I have never been in Africa. I have never been in Biafra. And so that's probably
so how do you learn the language? How do you because the way you were singing the language, it's like it's like you've been there, you know. How do you grasp the language like that and be able to just in German they say beherrschen, you just be able to just PC sound like say tomorrow no day. How come?
Okay, so let me try to answer this question step by step.
Yeah, okay.
So, starting with the point, like I've never been to Africa, so like why I'm so much in love with Biafra. And it already started, I think, 10 years ago subconsciously, because I had a lot of friends who were Igbo. At that time, they were introducing to me as Igbo, you know. Back then, I didn't know about Biafra. And so many of my friends always made, you know, they always made me feel really like I'm at home. I don't know, for some reason, you know, I don't really know why. I just really always felt the most comfortable with Igbo people. I just always felt like I can be really myself around Igbo people.
Yeah.
And, you know, so I think this is where my love for Igbos really started. Wow. And then I also was in the situations when I had problems, and guess who always had my back? It was not Polish people. It was always
your brothers from another mother. Maybe your soul came from Biafra land, and then your body just only came from Poland. That is why. So your soul always trying to trace back hard. That is wonderful.
I don't know. Maybe multi reincarnation exists, and maybe I was a Biafran.
That one is.
I don't know.
It's a great one. It's a great one. Yeah, continue.
Let me finish this story, and then I met my husband because I'm also married to a Biafran man.
Oh.
And, so it also had a huge. The big family, you know. And
yes. Please, can you repeat? Can you repeat because can you repeat what you were saying because there was a cut on the net. I mean, it was a huge. That was where it caught.
Yes. So I said that I'm also married to a Biafran man, and I really feel, this is a huge. This place is huge pride. I think in my identity now, because I really feel like a part of his family, and basically I really feel like a part of Biafran family.
Yeah.
It really connected me to the culture on a completely different level,
That was that was a great one. That is a great one. Very wonderful. It's good to know that. You are also so now what we are seeing I can say it in that place by marital status quo you are Polish Biafran or you are Biafran Polish now by true marital status quo because that is how I think that is international law. When you get married, so your partner is allowed to be also the citizen of true marital status quo. Wow, that is wonderful. And you haven't been to Africa, you haven't been to Biafra, and then you'll be able to embrace and love Biafra and love the struggle and love freedom of black people entirely and also humanity. That is a very, very great, wonderful, and is very, very encouraging, and is very, very motivating. Then another thing that we would like to know is, let's talk about the Biafra music industry.
Yes.
Yes. So, when I find out that there is something that I was just like, wow, that's great, wonderful. Then I just find out that you are also a worker in Biafra music industry. So what is, can you just throw us light and tell us what is your job, your role in Biafra music industry as a worker?
So I think my role is to fight for freedom and fight for Biafra throughout the music. And music is very powerful. And I also believe it's because I'm European that I believe I could also maybe attract or be a person who can go out to European people and maybe try to also connect them with Biafra,
Yes.
Like if they see that, this lady is interested in Biafra, like let's find out about Biafra more, like why is she so much into it? Maybe it's very important. So I think that is mainly my role. This is
wow. So if I understand it, that you are your job and your duty is like you are a bridge. You are like let me say like a bridge, the connection, the connector, that the bridge that connect between the Europeans and then also the Biafrans, the Africans. So you are now the bridge partner to for Biafra music industry. And if I may, I think I heard that also something that you are doing something in Instagram, for as a worker also in Biafra music industry. I heard that you are also a worker taking care of Instagram or something like that.
That is not officially confirmed yet. This is something that has been discussing with Biafra music industry, and we'll see how it goes. But we are right now talking about it, and let's see what we can do, and hopefully we can channel it very well.
That's wonderful. That's very, very, very powerful. Great one. Please, my people, before we continue, let me just announce this thing. Please, it is very, very important. Go to the Biafran music industry digital marketing platform, www.bmistars.com. There you can patronize, there you can buy music, you can get the music, and then also some of the articles, t-shirt, and then please make sure that you follow Biafra music industry follow us in Instagram, in YouTube, and in Twitter, and in all the whole social media platform. That is a very, very important announcement. And please don't also forget your support to ESN, and then also your love and prayer and encouragement to our dear leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and then also IPOB worldwide. And don't forget to pray for the Directorate of State. And moreover, more especially, we are still in contribution and in massive support to equip and to empower the ESN to continue doing the great and wonderful, powerful job that they are doing in making sure that each and every one of us and our land is being secured. So, my dear, thank you so much. But then we go to the next where I have to just seize that opportunity as a break just to just to announce to our people, you know. So, but the next thing that is the very interesting thing, because we're going to dwell on this music part of it now, from your own point of view, you know, just as a natural person, on how as a neutral person, what is your view on how Nigerian government have been handling the Biafran issue, and what do you think it is the better solution for the Biafrans?
So in my view,
yes,
Nigerian government
yes.
has not been handling this situation at all. Like, in the way I see it is they are completely ignoring this situation. I have impression like seriously as if they were like closing down social media or something. It's so weird to me, you know. Like, first of all, isn't like Buhari somewhere in England? He's not even capable of actually, you know, of actually running a country, isn't it? That's what I heard. Wow. So it seems like they are completely ignoring the issue, and now they are coming up with like some new ideas, trying to suppress Biafrans, you know, something with like, oh yeah, we are listening to you, you know, let's think about restructuring of Nigeria, you know.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. On the other hand, they, you know, officially, they don't want to talk about it. They're completely ignoring this, because if they actually cared about people and if they cared about the situation, they would, in my opinion, they would do a referendum. It's not very complicated. It's very simple. Nigeria is officially a democratic country. There should be a referendum.
Yes, but
they are not.
Yeah, there is something that. Yes, there is something that I just I wanted to find out as a Polish citizen. You know, let's watch this thing, because you hear from the Nigerian government that the people, the terrorists that are coming to terrorize the citizens, the indigenous people from that contraction in that Nigeria, that they are outsiders. Now, I want to know from you, as a Polish, as an European, is it allowed in Europe? Let's say, is it allowed in Poland for someone that is not a Poland, that's a foreigner, to come into Polish territory, into Poland, and then start killing the Polish people? And then the government now will be negotiating with the people. First of all, remember, they are not citizens, they are foreigners. So is such thing possible? I mean, people coming in Poland, living in illegal, have the right to come in, live illegal, kill the mayhem, do everything to the Polish citizens, and then the government will give those people support to continue doing that to the indigenous. such kind of things is can such of things happen also in Poland or maybe in any country in Europe?
This is definitely not happening in Poland, and our government is actually very sensitive regarding basically letting foreigners into Poland, especially Muslims, though they are not Islamophobic. Also, our government is being often, other countries say that our country is Islamophobic, but that's not true. It's because they are trying to protect us from, you know, from Muslim terrorists. And our country, first of all, like I said, they don't let in foreigners easily until there's a specific purpose that someone is coming. So no, that is not going to happen in Poland. That would never happen.
But in Nigeria, the people, the terrorists, the people, the Fulani herdsmen, the Mieti Alas, the people, they come from Senegambia, and now the Nigerian government have said by themselves that these people are foreigners and they were the people that brought them in. Now the issue now is Biafran, so therefore Biafran have raised, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have raised Eastern Security Network in the boundary to be fighting these foreigners that the government is said that they are not the citizens, they are not the indigenous people from those the contraction that make up Nigeria. But now the thing is that government and the army and then the armed forces are now trying to protect these outside terrorists. In expense of killing and destroying their own citizens. So these are the things the comparison that the Biafrans want to know. Why is it that the whole world, this thing that I explained now is very, very simple. That is why we want to know. Is it also how other countries' government is also handling their citizens? If this treatment, this style of treatment is internationally right, then we will know what to do. Then if it is not right, then what do you think that Biafrans should do in this kind of situation?
Okay, so first of all, this situation that you just described that is happening in Nigeria, this is definitely not normal. This is absolutely unacceptable. Nobody should accept this. Any other country should not ever accept that kind of situation. This is not normal. You know?
Yes.
That is number one. Number two, regarding the, let's say, international scene and other countries in Europe, I know they have problems with Muslim terrorists, or basically with let's say, with Islamists, because they had a lot of minor attacks, you know, in different countries. It's been happening, I think, in Sweden and in France, in several countries. But I think they're working on this, and also they are not supporting those people. Yeah, it's just attacks from outside that they didn't expect that it's going to happen. So this is definitely, this situation in Nigeria it's awful, it's unacceptable. And I think, you know, that first also because they are breaking human rights on every level. This is why I believe that that people from various countries should get involved, because the moment when they started to hurt their own citizens, this is becoming an international affair. Human rights is not just a local politics, it's an international affair. That's why I believe that we should all connect together, you know, and fight against it together, not just leave Biafrans alone with this.
Wow, this is... yes, continue.
Yeah, sorry, continue.
So this is a very wonderful one. This is a very wonderful one. So which means, if I understand all our discussion, our interaction now, which means no country will ever allow foreigners to be invading their own territory, and then the government also, instead of government defending their citizens, they will turn around defending the invaders instead of their own citizens. So that can never happen. That will not happen, and no country will allow that. That is a wonderful one, my sister. That is a very, very great one. Another thing that I would just like us to also talk about is about the there is an incident that just happened, and then you know, last month, because we are now in a new month. We are now in a new month now, and that the Nigerian government now killed a top ESN member named Ikonso, and since then that have brought a lot of catastrophe, a lot of things. Now, from the perspective, do you think, I mean, we are trying to know, if we're to be, let me say, in Europe or in Poland, do you think that the way that Nigerian government, through assassin, struggle, kill that man, is it the right things to do, or did they supposed to call these people into dialogue? If it were to be, in your own opinion, or maybe from European perspective or from Poland, how do you think that the best way, from your own, how do you think that is the best way that Nigeria could have handled the issue?
How Nigerian government should handle this issue?
Yeah, how could have just how they could have handled the issue better than, instead of killing the top ESN, one of the top ESN strong member.
Okay, so first of all, they should just not be killing that person.
Yes.
And also should stop killing a lot of people, a lot of civilians. Basically, they should start really killing people, their own people, you know, that they claim they want to be still together with under one Nigeria. So why are you killing your own citizens if you want to still continue in one country? That makes no sense.
That's right. Good one. I love that.
Yeah, and, you know, second of all, I think that if they decide to kill Mr. Ikonso, then they really don't know Biafrans very well. Because in situations like that, what a person or people can do, you only have two strategies. Number one, get scared and give up, because you don't want to continue the fighting, and you're like literally getting scared. So you just, you know,
yes.
Let's say turning yourself down and you're just stopping fighting for whatever you were fighting for. Or your strategy number two is that you're really going to get angry, and you are going to use that anger as a fuel to fight even more against your enemy. And I think that if the Nigerian government decided to kill him, then yeah, they just don't know Biafrans very well, because I know that Biafrans are not going to.
So which means now the assassinating or killing or you know, it's now in your own point of view that then this such kind of action will rather put more fuel. You know, it's just like you say, you add more fuel in a already burning fire that was already, you never had. Then you, instead of using water to quench the fire, now they are using fuel. So that is exactly how the situation, how one can say this is how the situation looks like. Now, in all this now, the reason why I bring out that topic, because on 30th of May is a Biafran National Heroes Day. And then I know that as a musician, and that I know that is the day that the Biafrans will remember the dead ones, the fallen heroes. So, which I don't know if you are aware of it, if you are aware of what I'm saying now.
Yeah, I know that on 13th of May is the Day of Fallen Heroes, yeah.
Yes. So how is it gonna get down on your own side? How is it gonna be that day?
Well, I'm hoping to. I'm trying to see if I can work on a song, because I got a proposal for a collaboration specifically for that day. Okay. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it will be successful. And if it will be successful, that will be my input for the Day of Fallen Heroes.
Wow, that is wonderful. So, and are you an IPOB family members in Poland? I mean, if you...
I'm not officially, I don't think I'm officially IPOB member.
Okay, but you just what you are, everything about Biafra is also giving you joy, and then you are giving your own little support. Biafrans love you. Biafrans really appreciate your voicing out, you know, your voicing out, and the way you know, the way you just carry this, I mean, release a song, do these things, and then it's really, really encouraging and motivating. So at this juncture, I would really want to know if you have any encouragement words, encouragement as an activist, and advice and encouragement to the Biafrans all over the world.
Yes.
Okay.
Never give up.
Thank you.
Never give up, and have a lot of faith in God, because God is almighty and He's amazing. And I myself, I've seen miracles happen in my own life, because when I actually reconnected with God, and yeah, it's really amazing. And Biafra is really powerful. I really believe Biafra is not a metaphor, is a symbol of freedom and of God, definitely for me.
Wow, that is a very, very, very great one. And then let's now get back to your music. How long have you been doing music?
Oh, since I was 7 years old. Like when I was 7 years old, I started to go to music school when I was attending for 6 years, and I was majoring in playing violin. So that's where my adventure with music started.
I play guitar too. I play instrument too. I play guitar and the keyboard, so maybe we can have a collab. We can have instrumentalist collab. That would be nice. You know, I love that instrument. It's very harmonious. And then, so how do you down then as a play instrument? How did you then landed as a rapper?
Oh, good question. I think, you know, it's just that I've loved rap music also since I was 7 years old. I remember listening to the first album. It was a Polish rapper, and I was a kid, you know, and he had almost every song on his album like was really naughty, and I had no idea what he was singing. I mean, what he was rapping about. But I learned all of the lyrics, and I was walking around and I was rapping to everyone, and they were laughing at me because I was saying really, really bad things, you know. And yes, and even in my music school, they really know that I'm a rap girl. You know, I'm the girl who loves to rap. They even offered me at some point, you know, taking part in the concert, you know, on a stage to have my own rap song. But back then I was very shy, and I decided not to do it because I was really scared.
I feel you. I feel you. You know, I know some people that start music at a young age. That is that, you know. You want to, some people, maybe your parents or maybe loved ones saw you when you are, oh, you can do it. You can, even when you are still trying to learn, you are still, you know, you are not even too sure of yourself. You're just doing it, but the people already begin to cheer you up. Though it encourages, it makes someone to go far. You understand me? But sometimes it's always better when one is confident of him or herself. So, men looking at this now, the reason why I was asking you about the music and your true musical experience, how do you think, what is the importance of sound and music in fighting, in freedom fighting? What do they have in common? Music and then freedom.
Well, music is a weapon. Music is a very strong weapon because music means also words, and we all know that words have a big power. You know, music also, it makes people feel different emotions, and you as a musician, when you make a song, you should really realize what kind of impact it's going to have on people, because music can have a bad impact on people, which we have seen many times, especially with rap music, that it has, you know, a bad impact on young people. But it can also have a good impact. You know, music can make you feel sad. music can make you feel happy. Music can make you feel angry. You know, and music can also give you that factor that is gonna, like a fuel, you know, for action.
Yes, yes.
Also, you know, music in almost every culture in the entire world is something that we have, you know, during important events, during celebrations, you know, that people listen to music on daily basis. So it really means that music is very important to almost every person in the world.
Yes.
That's why it has big power.
I believe what you said, you know, like if one even goes to the definition of music, you know already that music is a combination of sound that pleases the ear. And we know that a sound is also wave. You know, sound is waves and vibration, and then also it connects. Like in the Egyptian Book of Dead, they say that music is the heart of Re. You know, music is the heart of Re, the sun, like the sun ray. So music is the soul of the soul. That is what they are trying to say in this place. So, you know, we have soul, but soul also have soul. So music is that heart of the soul.
It's a food for the soul.
Yes, yes, yes. And then it makes even a lot of this is even bring it like if you look in the Bible, they said if you read the Bible, you see all the whole time that the people, they say that the children, according to the Bible, you know, when the children of God were going to war, the children of Israel, he will always say, let the musicians start, be at the front. And if nobody can even go to a party, a birthday party or anything, I don't think that someone can go into a program or can even endure to be with 2, 3, 4, 5 people can be together for long hours on this without a music, without a sound. You know, because even when we are speaking, we are making sound. So I think that, you know, I think that is also that music plays a role. And secondly, song. I have noticed, like it's through your song now, then we'll be able to know, because that song is always ringing in my head, you know. So you see, in one way or the other, you have now be able to crystallize a word, a message in the soul of the people. So music is also helped to crystallize, which means to stamp something and infuse it and make it to be part and parcel. That is just also opinion. I don't know if you have more things to say about it.
I agree with you. For me personally, music is my form of expression. I really love to put into the lyrics what I would like to say to people, or what I think that people would like to say to the world. It's my preferable form of expression, basically. Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's wonderful. So, like you said, like I said, I don't even want us to make this broadcast for too long. If people want to get your music, or that the people want to hear more about you, how can they be able to do that?
So I think the best way is to follow me on YouTube, which you can find me by typing Miss Savvy, or just type Miss Savvy Martin Namdekano. I also have other videos that I talk about Biafra, and I'm going to do more videos. Apart from that, I'm very active on Twitter. You can also find me just by typing Miss Savvy. Yes. And I also have Instagram, but I don't really use Instagram. It's not my preferable way of contacting people. But if someone wants to follow me on Instagram, that's fine as well. But mostly YouTube and Twitter at the moment.
Wow, it's nice and wonderful. I mean, and you know, it's a privilege and honor, and I appreciate having you as a great guest in presentation platform, in BMI presentation platform today. And then I really appreciate the time that we spend, and I don't want this to be for too long, because so that we can now be able next time, when I stretch my hand of invitation, you will not say, no, this man will take too much of my time. So I hope that next time that if I stretch my hand of invitation, that that I am welcome.
We can try.
On camera, yeah, it was. It was. Yeah. So, my dear, we have come to an end of the interview. Once again, my people, today is a privilege and honor for us to have a great activist, a musician, and a Polish Biafra, by marital status quo, Miss Chevy. And once again, I thank you all. And don't forget, like I said before, make sure that you follow Biafra music industry and follow us on our Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us in Twitter, follow us in YouTube, follow us in every social media. And then also, please, my people, just go and patronize and also support and encourage this our wonderful activist that have taken it upon herself to say that the gospel of Biafra spread from Poland to more other across the world. So she's now one of the bridge for us to reach out the indigenous people in this Europe continent. So my people, once again today, it's me, your presenter, Smile Amuzie Abiriba said, my people, stay gold. Thank you so much.
Thank you as well. Love you all. And hopefully to see you soon.
Yes, so stay good, my dear. Stay good. That's wonderful.